The Development of Cells by Kimberly Hernandez. As we continue to understand cells, I came across an article written by Philip Ball titled How Xenobots Reshape Our Understanding of Genetics. The quote I found reads as follows: "What cells follow is not a blueprint, if they can be considered programmed at all. It's not with a plan of what to make, but with a set of rules to guide construction. One implication is that humans and other complex organisms are not the unique result of cell behaviors, but only one of many possible outcomes." Origins of cell discovery. Life first emerged approximately 3.8 billion years ago. With this new emergence came the creation of the cell. So what are cells and how did they come to be? It is presumed that cells arose from self-replicating RNA composed of phospholipids. Phospholipids are the basic components of all present-day biological membranes that include the plasma membrane of prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Since the discovery of cells by Robert Hooke in 1665, they have been the topic of intrigue and research in the quest to understand their purpose and how they grow. We now know that single cells make up the most basic of organisms, and each living being on the planet is made possibly of trillions of cells. These tiny denominators of life can be organisms themselves or part of a greater multicellular organism. The 19th century brought with it an emergence of studies into the science of cells and discovering the role of the forces that drive them. One important proponent to the study was Darcy Wentworth Thompson. In 1917, Darcy Wentworth Thompson, a Scottish biologist, discussed the mechanical nature of cellular process in his publication on Growth and Form. In his writing, he stated, quote, "Though they resemble unknown physical phenomenon, their nature is still the subject of much debate and discussion. Neither the forms produced nor forces at work can yet be satisfactory and simply explained." End quote. Darcy was referring to the forces that would be considered forces within cells. Thompson's observation served as a great catalyst for understanding the developmental biology and the need to uncover the driving factors of formations within an organism. This observation was one for basis of understanding the way that cells operate and regulate within themselves. As research continued in the 19th century, new methods of cellular exploration brought to light agreed upon data of cellular mechanisms. Many cell types were discovered to contain the same structural components, such as the nucleus, the cytoplasm, membranes, and cytoskeleton. The scientific communities had a better grasp of what made up a cell and how they reacted to controlled experiments. But there was not a clear, identifiable way to utilize the data on the biological process of cellular development under various conditions of the cell. For example, if the cell processes were due to mechanical occurrences or if they were manipulated through integral response conduct. Today, there is still a long way for scientists to go in their understanding of the process of cellular mechanisms. We are still attempting to answer the question posed centuries ago of the development of cells. Although there exists plenty data, there is still not a clear answer to this question, that is the phenomenon of individual cellular mechanisms and development. Another quote by Philip Ball regarding this in his article was, The cells are like Lego bricks that can be assembled in different ways, except they do the assembly themselves. New sciences in the world of biology continue to develop, and the emergence of interdisciplinary studies can help us better understand and map the course of cellular mechanisms. The mystery, allure, and awe of the cell continues to grow as we fight to uncover their biological patterns and processes. This is a door waiting to be opened where we can advance our desire to improve the quality of life for all living beings through the hidden knowledge of the cell.